Welcome everybody to the Basque BioDesign Center. It's an absolute pleasure for us to show you the inside of our space and show you around our labs and our resources so you can see a little bit more about where we work and the kind of things that we do. My name is Adele, I'm the academic director of the center, and I'm going to be your host as I show you around the spaces. So here, right now, we're at the heart of our space. It's the atrium, and it's where all the disciplines and all the labs and all the work that we do comes together. In fact, if you notice, all around us we've got glass walls, which is really exciting because we can see each other and see what kinds of things we're working on at any time of the day. This space, we also use it as an exhibit space or a display place where we can showcase the work that we do, the results of our research and our investigation. We have part of our material library here so that students, guests can come and use it as a resource for inspiration, to learn about other materials that are being made across the globe. But we also show the work that we're doing, the results of our experiments, and even sometimes when we do larger workshops with guests, we then showcase the results of that here for a while. So it's a really exciting space where you can see the kind of changes and investigations that take place here throughout the year. But we've got other places where we do the actual work, so let me show you around. This is our print lab, which is a unique space within the Basque BioDesign Center because it kind of brings together traditional craftsmanship with innovative investigation. So we have all the equipment to do the traditional screen printing and etching, but we also try to explore the kind of future of this craftsmanship. And what we do is we create new kinds of surfaces, so bringing together with the biolab for the experts here to explore all the possibilities. So we bring to the table bioplastics, kombucha paper, kombucha leather, and we try to see how we can push the limits to create new surfaces for the graphic industry. And this small lab is the carpentry lab. Here's where we do all our woodworking. And we've got a CNC machine where we can cut out shapes, molds, so that we can put some of our bioplastics or biomaterials on top to create shapes. And here we can build different kinds of equipment, for example, a vacuum machine, or even furniture for our space. So it's kind of where we get really hands-on and we find all the resources that we need to support our investigation. And this is our biolab, one of the most fun and creative spaces inside the center. This is the place where we can really put many of our ideas to test. We can be creative and innovative and really push boundaries. We've got different kinds of equipment. We've got a dehydrator where we can put all the food waste from the center, which we then store and keep to use for experiments, like coffee grounds or tea grounds, orange peels, etc. We've got different kinds of hot plates where we can do all our cooking. We like to register all the recipes and we share them here on the board. And we also do natural dyes. And then we've got a great corner where we do all our drying in a machine that we've created ourselves so that we can make sure our bioplastics dry without any mold. And this is our textile lab, which you can see has wonderful, great natural light coming through, and one of our favorite spots in the center. This is where most of our students like to gather to brainstorm and be creative. But we also have great pieces of equipment here. For example, our almost one-of-a-kind digital jacquard loom, which we can connect our computer to and send different designs and translate into jacquard weaving. We also have a digital embroidery machine and a heat press where we like to explore creating new textiles with recycled plastics. Finally, we have an electronics corner where we explore the use of electronics to create wearables, and also a 3D printer, which we like to work with as well, printing on top of textiles. On the shelves, you'll see that there's loads of different samples and experiments where our students leave their work and prototypes, and even some examples of some of the tools that we've created in the digital lab or even testing from the biolab. So it is the most interactive space that we have where we like to gather around and sometimes even do some lessons here. And here we're going to go into our second biolab, or like we like to call it, the growing lab. This is a space where we work with all the living organisms and where we make sure that the space is sterile and clean and that we have a healthy environment for all of our exciting raw materials. We work especially with bacterial cellulose, which is the SCOBY that grows on top of the kombucha tea that we make. And we also work with mycelium and with bacteria. So you can see that we've got quite a big range of kombuchas cultivating in different shapes and forms. And we've got our incubator with our bacterial dyes. And then we have a kind of DIY equipment to sterilize, to clean, and to keep things in the right place. And like I said, a healthy environment. This is our digital lab, and this is where we use digital fabrication to create tools and different elements that help us in our material exploration. We have two main pieces of equipment. One is our laser cutter, and the other one is our 3D ceramics printer. We use both of them, but in particular the laser cutter we use to create molds. We cut wood, we can cut or engrave textiles and paper, different kinds of materials, and we like to save different kinds of experiments in our kind of laser cut library. And then we have our ceramics 3D printer, which we use to explore parametric design. And not only do we print ceramics, but we've also been investigating how we can use food waste like coffee or maybe banana peels or orange peels to mix them up with cellulose or with cornstarch, and we 3D print and see what kinds of shapes we can create. Thank you for your visit. We hope you really enjoyed seeing our space and our lab and equipment, and we hope to see you here soon in person. Bye!